Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and we have got Vlad the Nightborn live in game. The Halloween Fragment Summit event is live and here as of today, so I will get you full context as to what the community is thinking about this guy as a first impression. I will also get you a Fusion planner that you can download and customize on your own account. We'll also go over everything like shard events and what is going on in game heading into this weekend, so let's get into it. Alrighty, and I do like to remind you guys every now and then that you do get a discount on G Fuel product. I will provide a link down below where you can take advantage of that. And also, they don't just have caffeinated stuff. They've got some more hydration type drinks with zero caffeine. So no matter what you're looking for, there is a product out there for you. And I'll provide that link down below with promo code CHOSEN. You can get yourself a discount. But okay, first order of business is we kind of thought this was going to happen, but we did finally get confirmation from Plarium 100% that this weekend is going to feature 2x voids in game as the summoning event for this weekend, which is totally normal, but it's always nice to get confirmation. It's not live in game yet, so don't go YOLOing your void shards, but starting tomorrow and into this weekend, we're going to get 2x voids happening in game, which is one of the most hype events. You can get your hands on some of those good void epics like Maneater, Urigrim, Madame Saris, and hopefully even get a void Lego if you're lucky. And then you also want to make sure and get some champions to level 30 or level 40 according to how many shards you're going to be pulling this weekend. That way you can manage food properly and efficiently on your account. So good luck this weekend on 2x voids. And like I said, I will get you this Vlad Nightborn Fusion. We call it Fusion typically in the raid community, but it is technically a Fragment Summit event. But people just like refer to them as Fusions. But anyway, yeah, I will put a link to this down below. And then all you got to do is go up to File and then click Make a Copy. So you go File and make a copy right here, and then you will have it on your own personal account. And then you can use this as a template to keep track or adjust things and make it look however you want to make it look, and just kind of use this as a starting point for getting yourself all planned up on the Fragment event for Halloween. And I do also have a full dedicated video on Vlad where I did some testing and show some footage and give some full context on my opinions of him as a champion so far after playing around with him. So if you want that infographic, I'll link to it down below, and you can also check out the video that I did right here. I'll remember to link that up there if you want to see the dedicated video on Vlad where I dive into him and really discuss everything that I learned. But I also want to show you kind of the community feedback so far in terms of what people are thinking of him as a champion. So let me go ahead and pull that up right here. So I went ahead and hosted a poll on the channel just to ask people their first impressions of Vlad now that we've seen some content creators test him and release some footage and release their opinions and get you some like the base stats and the books and the cooldowns and see him in action and stuff. I wanted to ask what your impression was as a champion for just kind of seeing him so far, and it looks like 8% are saying he's pretty good, 64% are just like meh, whatever, and then 27% are saying he's really underwhelming and he needs a buff. And I think the community is mostly right here so far. I think that's pretty fair. I think like I think most people being like meh, whatever, he's okay, with then shading towards him needing a buff is kind of the sentiment that I can agree with and get behind. I know it's really tough to design a champion for a fusion because like you don't want to just break the game every time and make broken champion, then broken champion, then broken champion, but you also have to make them very good so that the community is excited about an event going on and the fusion and the fragments and all of that. I think a lot of good arguments I'm hearing is he's a void Lego, and a void Lego needs to carry a lot of weight. If he wasn't void, I think people would be more okay with it. But the fact that Vlad is a void Lego, he like we see when they did Torment as a void Lego event, he like deserves to be a void Lego. People are excited when they get him. He can really change your account, and you can even summon duplicates of him and not be super disappointed about it because that gives you a lot of value in Tag Team Arena. So that was a little bit better job of void fusion event in people's opinions, and I can agree with that. I do think with him being a void legendary, he needs a little bit of love just to kind of bump him over the top of being kind of meh to being a solid champion. Then as we transition to the stuff going on in game, we're gonna have a bunch of super raids coming up, which is obviously where you can double the energy and get double the rewards, get 2 drops instead of 1. But right now you can see we've got a Spider Den super raid going on, and then we're going to be getting a bunch of them coming up. So it looks like on Monday, November 1st, we're going to be getting a super raid for Dragon's Lair, and then Friday, November 5th, we're going to be getting a super raid for Fire Knight's Castle, and then on Tuesday, November 9th, we're going to be getting Ice Golem's Peak. So here in the next 10 days or so, they're going to be kind of rotating a bunch of different super raids going on in game. Then under the tournaments tab, you can see we've got the Spider tournament going on, obviously coinciding with the super raid that is happening in that dungeon, and that is part of the Vlad Halloween event. You want to make sure and get the 1800 points on the right side to scoop up those 5 fragments to keep pace, and then take a look at how winnable your group is besides that, and maybe going hard in the Spider. The Classic Arena Takedown is not going to be part of the Halloween fragment event starting tomorrow, so you don't have to really worry about that. Champion Chase is going to be coinciding obviously with the 2x voids happening this weekend, and this is basically a pseudo countdown of when 2x voids should launch and be live in game. So whatever this counter says on your game client is going to be when that event is going to be launching. Then under the events tab, we have only got Dungeon Divers live right now, and you can see here that we've got to get to 2,500. I would at least get to 3,050 for sure, scoop up the fragments, and then the 10 core hammers you'll get along the way. So this is going to be double dipping with the Spider Super Raid. You want to make sure and take advantage of getting the fragments in the Spider, and then also right here in the Dungeon Divers under the event tab. And again, that planner down below will kind of lay all this out for you. You can see here up top, it's got October 28th, which is today. And then it will show you under the events and tournaments that right now we've got Dungeon Divers 1 and Spider live right there. You can kind of get the whole breakdown of what is coming up for the Halloween event right there. Now we can take a look at the shop and see what is going on here. So remember, we want to be prioritizing stuff that will help us towards the fusion, which is stuff like this, a $10 progress pack. Let's see what we got going on here. We're gonna go 4 energy refills, okay, and then we've got the 600 energy, okay, 300k silver, and then we're gonna go 300 on the gems. 1.77, so not that great on the special progress pack. Not a bad time to pick up the monthly pack. Remember, you've only got 3 days. We're getting close to the end of October. Obviously, with Halloween going on, that grades out as a 2.5 if you're curious. It's a very consistent one. I've plugged in hundreds of times. $40 on the Immortal set is not going to be one that I think you should be in the market for. The chicken pack, so we've got a bunch of different stuff, but kind of a generally useful pack. But $30 for this chicken right here is not going to cut it. I'm gonna plug it in. I don't know this is going to be a good rabbit hole to go down in terms of an offer sheet because of the first one here. Let's go 250. And then we're gonna go 8 and 5 on the chicken respectively. 8 and 5. We didn't wait. No, we went the wrong direction. 8 and 5. Yeah, 1.54. So, yeah, not going to be a recommend from me. Now, the Halloween pack, these have actually been kind of decent. Now, it depends. You get a different one based on your spending tier, but in terms of actual value compared to offers we usually see in game, they've been grading out pretty decent. But I'll plug this in for those of you that haven't seen it. And I do tweet this stuff as well if you want to kind of keep an eye on the different offers that are going on. When we get like special packs and stuff, I'll tweet them out. We've got the 20 arena refills. And then the 30 void shards is obviously a big chunk of the value, 3.05 on this one. So, like I grade these based on how they compare to offers we typically see in game. So as a 3.0, this is going to be one of the better ones that you see compared to the other stuff that we usually see in the offer sheet. And then before we leave the offers tab here, we did get an announcement from Plarium where they said also on Saturday, October 30th and Sunday, October 31st, special deals or ghost offers will be appearing in game. Like any ghostly happenings, you'll have to act quickly if you want to catch them before they vanish into thin air. So I think what we're going to see is some sort of like quick promo pack pop up that'll have hopefully good value, and I'll let you know when I finally see those ghostly offers in game if they end up actually being good or not. I'll definitely give you some context and input on that. Also, just quickly, I like to keep you in the loop of other stuff going on in the mobile gaming universe in general, and a pretty big deal here. Diablo Immortal actually released a closed beta trailer. This is really short. I'll let you kind of see it here. Diablo Immortal got delayed recently, but should still be coming out here in the next 6 months or so. Looks like they're announcing the Necromancer, which obviously any Diablo fan is going to be a fan of the Necro. How can you not, right? So it's definitely a good thing that Diablo Immortal is going to have a Necromancer. We'll see if they announce. Okay, 8-player raids on Diablo Immortal. In Diablo 3, the max group was 4 people. So it looks like you'll be able to group up to 8 on Immortal. And they will be having sets. Gem Resonance, not familiar with how that system's gonna work yet. And there you go. So, yep, just wanted to keep you in the loop of some gaming news out there today with Diablo Immortal releasing a new closed beta trailer. So I think that does it for what I wanted to get covered in this one for you. And remember, I'll have all those links down below that I talked about in the video. The G Fuel promo where you can get some discounts, the Vlad infographic, the Vlad planner, all of that will be down below and nice and easy for you to find. And if you're watching this right away, I will also have a link in the pinned comment notifying if I'm live or not currently. I'll be going live after releasing this video, hanging out with you guys for a few hours and discussing all of this stuff now that we've got Vlad in game. I'll be hanging out with you and streaming some raid here on Thursday. So that'll do it for me on this one. As always, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.